New calls for more security after a shooting at a Cleveland rec center.
Man was killed, a teen was wounded outside the Zelma George Rec Center off MLK Boulevard on the city's east side yesterday while the sun was still out.
Live on your side, investigator Scott Knoll spent the day digging for answers about security at the center.
Now, the city says off-duty cops work these rec centers in the evenings. In fact, there was one working here last night, but we're told that officer was stationed inside. The shooting happened outside, here in the packed parking lot. To Regine Martin, none of it makes sense.
Ain't no reason why somebody's shooting and there's a bunch of kids out here.
Her family's regular trips to Zelma George Rec Center now come with second thoughts.
It's like, would I gotta be confined to my house? That's sickening. I shouldn't have to stay in my house every day because senseless people want to shoot and kill people. Like, no, that's just stupid.
But the reality that an argument could lead to a shooting in a parking lot packed with hundreds of kids has rattled nerves at this rec center.
This is more than shame. This is more than shame. This is horror, and this is tragedy.
And it's one James Poole worries will happen again if the city doesn't station police officers here full time.
Police presence is no guarantee, but it adds to the factor of safety. And so that's what we as taxpayers and as residents of this area require and demand.
City Councilman Kenneth Johnson agrees.
It was chaos. It was.
He was hosting a meeting inside the rec center when he heard shooting around 6:30 last night.
That's the most unsettling thing I've ever been through. We cannot allow these gangsters to take over our community, and that's what they're trying to do.
He hopes to meet with the mayor tomorrow to come up with a plan to increase security at rec centers, including officers stationed not just inside, but outside too.
Only a fool would shoot somebody with policemen here. He's got to be an idiot.
You believe that would have made a difference?
Sure, it would have made a difference. There's no question about that.
The fear here is what it'll cost the community if nothing changes.
When the violence is ignored, the violence erupts.
I'm born and raised here. Ain't no reason why I shouldn't feel safe in my own city.
Now, so far, there have been no arrests in this shooting. Now, you may remember earlier this year, City Council approved money to install security cameras outside the city's rec centers. Today, the councilman said those cameras are set to be installed and working by this winter. However, he's hoping what happened here last night will speed that whole process up even faster. Reporting live on the city's east side, I'm 5 on your side investigator Scott Knoll.